Songwriters for Sunny K.
Please calm down. The music and everything.
February 1998. All Dirty Bastard just saved a 4-year-old girl trapped under a car. The next night, he crashed the Grammy Awards stage in front of millions. A month on the run from police. Shows up at his own album release party with cops in the crowd. Gets arrested at a McDonald's signing autographs. For ODB, Wild wasn't an act. It was Tuesday. These are the top 5 wildest moments from hip-hop's most unpredictable legend. Let's begin with number 5. Number 5. The welfare check in a limo, 1995. March 30th, 1995. ODB's debut solo album Return to the 36 Chambers just hit platinum. He's got money in his pockets, success on the charts, and he's riding to the welfare office in a stretched limousine with MTV cameras rolling and his kids in the back seat.
Of course I do. Shoot, the worst curse is alive.
According to ODB, this wasn't a stunt. He was keeping it real. He told the MTV crew he wanted to show people there was no shame in getting help. The welfare ID card on his album cover, it was real. And he was about to prove it on national television.
That card is there. We got food stamps. And yo, I'm glad to get the food stamps.
ODB pulled up to that welfare office in style, walked in, cashed a $375 check, picked up his food stamps, all while cameras captured every second. When the interviewer asked him about it, ODB had his answer ready. Why wouldn't you want to get free money?
You owe me 40 acres and a mule anyway.
But here's the thing, ODB hadn't filed his taxes for the previous year. Even with that $45,000 advance from his record label, he was technically still eligible for welfare. Legal? Sure. Smart? That's another story. The footage hit MTV and the timing couldn't have been worse. President Bill Clinton was pushing welfare reform as the centerpiece of his campaign. According to Buddha Monk in his book, The Dirty Version, the footage was edited into Clinton's speeches. The president talking about cracking down on welfare fraud. Then they cut to Dirty stepping out of a limousine at the welfare office. Then back to Clinton. Buddha Monk said he told ODB not to do it. He knew what it would look like to critics. In the hood, people loved it. They saw a rapper being real about his situation. But to everyone else, ODB became the poster child for welfare abuse. His caseworker saw the MTV segment and cut him off immediately. Imagine sitting at home having a beer and Russell Jones comes on your TV picking up welfare in a limo. That's your client. What are you supposed to do? The stunt backfired in ways ODB didn't expect. Critics used him as ammunition for welfare reform. Chris Rock even used ODB as an example in his comedy routines. The Village Voice questioned whether ODB was making a political statement or just being crazy. But ODB didn't see it as crazy. He saw it as exposing the system. If the government let a rapper with a platinum album collect welfare, maybe the system was broken. Shame on ODB for exploiting it, but shame on the system for being exploitable. A moment meant to keep it real became the moment that defined his public image. People who didn't even listen to rap knew his name. ODB, the crazy rapper who took a limo to get food stamps. It marked a turning point where everything he did after got viewed as performance art instead of just his life. Number 4, saving a life, then crashing the Grammys, 1998, February 1998. ODB witnessed something outside his Brooklyn recording studio on Fulton Street. A 4-year-old girl named Mati Lovell got hit by a car. She was trapped underneath a '96 Ford Mustang. Her mother, Maxine, was screaming, "Where's my daughter? Where's my daughter?" Nobody could see Mati under the car. ODB stopped his car in the middle of the street and ran towards the scene. According to what he told Howard Stern, it was a spontaneous reaction. He and about a dozen other people lifted that Mustang off the ground. Someone slid Mati out from underneath. She had first and second degree burns from the engine. She didn't cry until she saw her mother's face. Then she screamed. ODB visited Mati in the hospital multiple times. He used a false name so the media wouldn't find out, but they spotted him anyway. According to Maxine Lovell in the documentary All Dirty Bastard, A Tale of Two Dirties, he kept checking on them. He didn't just leave it like that. He would call Maxine and tell her things that were in his head. She told him, anytime you need to talk, call me. He was glad he was there when Mati needed help. Maxine said she thinks he was trying to prove he was a good guy, and he definitely helped her child. The next night, February 25th, 1998, the Grammys, Wu-Tang Forever was nominated for Best Rap Album. They lost to Puff Daddy's No Way Out. ODB wasn't happy about it. Sean Colvin won Song of the Year for Sonny Came Home. She walked up to accept her award with her co-writer John Leventhal. Erykah Badu and Wyclef Jean were presenting, and then ODB rushed the stage. He kissed Badu on the cheek, grabbed the microphone.
Please calm down. The music and everything. Said, I went and bought me an outfit today that costed a lot of money today. You know what I mean? Because I figured that Wu-Tang was going to win. I don't know how y'all see it, but when it comes to the children, Wu-Tang is for the children. We teach the children. You know what I mean? Puffy is good, but Wu-Tang is the best, okay? I want y'all to know that this is ODB and I love you all. Peace.
According to the Yahoo Entertainment report, some people thought ODB misheard Erykah Badu say Sean Colvin and thought she said Sean Combs, Puff Daddy's real name. But in his interview with Howard Stern the next day, ODB claimed he didn't even know what award had just been announced.
I didn't know what type of award they just, MTV
reported that ODB apologized after the incident, but it wasn't clear who he was apologizing to. When asked if he felt sorry for stepping on Colvin's career highlight, ODB seemed confused. It obviously rattled Sean Colvin. It threw her off. When ODB slipped off stage, she said into the microphone, "I'm confused now." The Grammy stage crash became iconic. Before Kanye interrupted Taylor Swift in 2009, ODB did it first. The difference? ODB had just saved a child's life the day before. His slogan about Wu-Tang being for the children wasn't just talk. Days before the Grammys, he proved it by lifting a car off a 4-year-old girl. Then he went to the Grammys in a brown suit, burgundy overcoat, and white silk scarf, expecting to win. When Wu-Tang lost, he made sure America knew they were the best. That slogan became a clothing line years later. RZA posts photos from fans with their kids wearing Wu-Tang is for the children apparel. What started as a Grammy interruption became part of Wu-Tang legacy, and it all happened the day after ODB saved a child's life. Number 3, the Virginia Beach shoe arrest, 1998, July 1998. ODB had just been shot in a home invasion robbery at his girlfriend's house in Brooklyn. 2 guys pushed their way into the apartment, stole money and jewelry, shot ODB once. The bullet entered his back and went through his arm before exiting his body. Superficial wounds. He went to the emergency room, got treated, then walked out. The hospital wanted him to stay overnight for observation. ODB said no thanks and left. 1 week later, Virginia Beach. ODB walked into a sneaker stadium store, tried on a pair of $50 shoes, walked out wearing them, got arrested for shoplifting. Here's the crazy part. He had close to $500 cash in his pocket. Think about that. ODB just got shot days earlier. He's got $500 on him, and he walks out of a store with $50 shoes without paying. The arrest made headlines. Wu-Tang Clan's ODB caught shoplifting. It didn't make sense to anyone. Why would someone with money steal cheap sneakers? According to court records and multiple reports, ODB missed several court dates for the Virginia Beach charge. Bench warrants were issued. The case kept dragging on, and ODB kept not showing up. This one arrest created a cascade of legal problems that would follow him for years. The Virginia Beach incident became another chapter in ODB's growing criminal record. Combined with everything else happening in 1998, it painted a picture of someone spiraling. In April, he pleaded guilty to attempted assault on his wife. In May, bench warrants were issued for missing child support court dates. In June, he got shot. In July, he got arrested for shoplifting. All in the same year as saving a child and crashing the Grammys. People started questioning whether this was an act or if ODB was genuinely losing control. The shoplifting arrest seemed so random, so unnecessary, so ODB. It added to his reputation as hip-hop's most unpredictable figure. You could never tell what he'd do next. Save a life one day. Get arrested for stealing shoes the next. That was all Dirty Bastard. Number 2, The Prison Escape and Hammerstein Ballroom Performance, 2000. October 2000. ODB was in a court-mandated drug treatment facility in Pasadena, California. He'd been sentenced there as part of a plea bargain for making terroristic threats. He had 2 months left in the program. Then he walked out. Just left. According to reports, counselors were planning to ask him to leave anyway. But ODB didn't wait. He escaped and became a fugitive. For 1 month, ODB was on the run. But he wasn't hiding in some remote location. He was in New York, recording music, meeting with RZA, working on tracks for the new Wu-Tang Clan album, The W. He recorded some material with RZA in their studio. Only one track called Conditioner made it onto the album. The other stuff was too bizarre to release. November 21st, 2000. The Hammerstein Ballroom in New York. Wu-Tang Clan was holding the record release party for the W. Hundreds of fans packed the venue. Police officers were in the crowd. Everyone knew ODB was a fugitive. Nobody expected him to show up. Then ODB walked onto that stage. The crowd went insane. ODB was drinking from a bottle, performing with Wu-Tang right in front of cops.
I know what I can't stay on the stage tonight with cops is after me.
Then he performed, and when he was done, he left. Somehow, ODB managed to walk out of the Hammerstein Ballroom without getting arrested despite the large police presence outside. The performance became legendary, a fugitive escaping from rehab to perform with his group at their album release party. It was bold, it was reckless. It was exactly what people expected from ODB. His mystique grew with every day he stayed free, but his luck ran out 3 days later. November 24th, 2000, Philadelphia, a McDonald's at 29th and Grace Ferry Avenue. ODB was in the parking lot, signing autographs for a huge crowd of fans. So many people gathered that the restaurant manager called police, not knowing what was going on, just seeing a massive crowd. When police arrived, they recognized him. A female officer's son was an ODB fan. She knew exactly who he was. ODB was arrested on the spot, spent several days in a Philadelphia jail, then got extradited to New York City. In April 2001, he pleaded guilty to drug charges in exchange for a promised sentence of 2 to 4 years. He went to prison, released in May 2003 after serving just over 2 years. That McDonald's became known as the ODB McDonald's. In 2014, someone started a petition requesting the Pennsylvania Historical Marker Program recognize the site. The petition said Jones's escape and time on the run made him a popular folk hero, and his capture at the McDonald's was national news. The petition noted ODB was a platinum-selling solo artist, 6 times platinum with Wu-Tang Clan, sold more than 7 million records in his career. In 2004, Wu-Tang Clan was designated the best rap group in history. The escape, the performance, the McDonald's arrest, it was pure ODB, a month of freedom, one incredible show, and an ending that could only happen to him, getting caught because he stopped to sign autographs for fans. Number 1, The Final Collapse, 2004. November 13th, 2004. Manhattan.
Rapper Old Dirty Bastard, or ODB, died yesterday after complaining of chest pains. But this rapper had a history of pain, a troubled life of drugs and jail.
ODB was at the 36 Records LLC recording studio, working on his 4th solo album. After 2 years in prison, he signed with Rockefeller Records, changed his name to Dirt McGirt. He was almost finished with the album, ready for his comeback. According to witnesses, ODB complained of chest pain earlier that day. He was having difficulty breathing. Then around 4:35 in the afternoon, he collapsed outside the studio. Paramedics were called. By the time they arrived, he was dead. 2 days before his 36th birthday. Gone. The New York City Medical Examiner's Office performed an autopsy. According to the official report, the cause of death was a heart attack brought on by intoxication from the combined effects of cocaine and tramadol. Tramadol is a prescription opioid painkiller. The death was ruled an accident. Ellen Borakovi, spokesperson for the medical examiner's office, confirmed the manner of death is an accident. ODB had struggled with drugs for most of his life, arrested for crack cocaine possession multiple times, court-ordered to rehab, escaped from that rehab, did prison time for drug possession, and after all that, after getting out and signing a new deal and working on his comeback, the drugs caught up with him.
That was the main approach that I gave him, and I asked for forgiveness for that, as well as you can thank me for. I say forgiveness because a man don't make a name. No, I mean, or should I say, it's like sometimes a man makes the name, but sometimes the name makes you. Sometimes your attribute actually becomes a reflection of yourself.
His funeral was held at Brooklyn's Christian Cultural Center. Thousands of fans showed up. His mother, Cherry Jones, his wife, Iceline, his children, they all mourned. According to his sister Lamarine Jones in the New York Daily News, ODB would have wanted his memorial service held at the Coney Island amusement park. He was a big kid, she said. He loved riding the Cyclone. RZA wrote about ODB's decline in his 2009 book, The Tao of Wu. He described ODB as a scientist and a minor prophet. People may not know this from the outrageous character he played, but ODB was a visionary. RZA said ODB decayed and lost that vision. From the time they put him in jail to all the drugs he was doing to all the stress he went through with his family, it took away his ability to see. And on that final night, ODB sat there and looked RZA in the eye and said he didn't understand. RZA knew right there they lost him. ODB's death marked the end of hip-hop's wildest era. The man who crashed the Grammys, escaped from prison to perform, got arrested at McDonald's signing autographs, saved a child's life, picked up welfare in a limo. He lived every moment like it was his last. No filter, no fear, just pure, uncut ODB. And that's why All Dirty Bastard remains hip-hop's most unforgettable legend. From welfare offices to Grammy stages, from prison breaks to saving lives. Nobody did it like ODB. Let me know in the comments which moment you think was the wildest.